We live our lives in blissful ignorance, thinking that the only thing worth believing in is what we can understand. I don't believe in string theory, but behind every door is something you will never be able to understand. An eldritch being, a cataclysmic event, even yourself, or maybe string theory. But the only way to understand, to unlock the very knowledge of the universe, you just have to reach out and grab it.
I mean, it's not that weird.
Do you like Eldritch horrors? Do you like the works of Junji Ito? Do you like horror of the psychological variety?
I didn't get these pills for nothing.
Then you may be interested in World of Horror, published by Yerspidib Games.
I'm saying all kinds of words today.
These are the same people who published Valhalla. It was developed by Panstaz, and it looks to be their first standalone release. They have like a small game in the Dread X2 collection. Okay. World of Horror is all about solving mysteries and experiencing the horrors. You move into a new small town infested by cultish beings and also old gods who hate you. And you are tasked with solving 5 mysteries, or else the world will end. Other than that, it's a nice place to live. Friendly locals and beachside residents. It's perfect for the kids. This game is heavily inspired by H.P. Lovecraft and Junji Ito. I actually read Uzumaki recently, and what the hell, this is fucked up. But there's more than a few similarities, such as the lighthouse that kills you and how the characters transform in their portraits. Obviously, this game looks incredible. So much love and care went into making these abominations, it's incredible. The enemies are so detailed, and as you gain injuries, your character's portrait changes to reflect it, like holes.
I don't remember getting that.
All of the characters are freaky and weird and creepy and icky and yucky and gross, just how I like them.
But how does it play? Who cares? Look at how cool this is. Vagina school.
It's a roguelike, which means almost everything is randomized. You can get different mysteries, characters with unique traits, different gods with different wraths, so no 2 playthroughs are exactly the same, but it will feel like it. The whole thing is about solving the mysteries while not dying. You have 2 health bars, stamina and reasoning, physical and mental health. If either goes down to 0, you die. Good job. Leveling up allows you to gain different perks, like being able to read or take a bath, which can be useful to progress the mysteries. As you go on, different events will add to the Doom Meter, which means the gods are mad at you and debuff you in some ways, like turning the water into the black ichor of the damned.
All that is fine, I guess, but my real issue with the game is that it's all style and no substance. Just like my forearms, there's no meat here.
The actual meat and potatoes gameplay, the investigations and combat, they kinda really suck. The investigations involve you clicking a location the game tells you to go to, loading screen, random event that you fail because you didn't pick the right randomly generated perk, keep going. There's some light puzzle solving here and there, but for most of it, you're just wandering around. Very few choices really feel like my own. Even with the perks and leveling up different skills, there doesn't really feel like there are many ways to min-max it. It's all dependent on the character randomly assigned to you. There's only 2, pre-made ways to go about the game. One is a tutorial and the other is very basic. There's options to randomize anything, and I take it that you could select something specific and have a specific kind of playthrough. The combat is actually pretty unique. It's turn-based, and each turn you select what actions you want to do during the limited time slots. The combat gives you a lot of different options that are worthless. For one, a weapon isn't guaranteed. You usually have to improvise one, and even then, it's unlikely to be an enemy's weakness. You have all these really cool and unique enemies, But the best strategy I found is to dodge, then prepare so your next attack is guaranteed to hit, then do your strongest attack. Over and over and over and over and over until one of you dies. One particularly annoying encounter I had was with Vagina School. You see, none of my attacks were hitting, so I investigated the enemy. No physical attacks hit, so I had to use a spell that I had. But that drained my reasoning, and because of that, I died. I was screwed from the start. There's also this ritual option in combat, where if you bow or clap 5 times in the correct order, you complete the ritual. And I was spending all combat trying to figure this out, and when I did it, it didn't work. Because it wasn't a ghost. Yippee. The visuals are incredible, but it's also pretty busy, and I often got lost in just the barrage of knowledge. You don't need access to everything everywhere all at once. Despite everything, I kinda like this game. It's weird because the actual gameplay is a bunch of nothing. It feels like there's nothing to really sink my teeth into, like my forearms, but that's made up for by the visuals and the writing. It really does feel like I'm playing through a Junji Ito manga. World of Horror released a couple years ago, with the devs pushing out an update to get the game out of early access, promising updates down the line. 2 years later! This game really embodies all style, no substance, especially through the merch. The merch is incredible. Look at this. This is sick. Look at this watch. It's incredible. $200. You can tell how Ysbird markets this game that there's nothing there. The launch trailer is this beautifully animated sequence with no gameplay footage. When they talk about the game, they mention the changing portrait art and it being inspired by Lovecraft and Ito, but nothing about the gameplay. It also only gets discounted to like 13%. Yippee. Wahoo.
I'm incredibly neutral towards this game. So incredibly neutral, I had to complain about it on the internet. But all things considered, and I have considered everything, I actually did enjoy the game. Is it perfect? No. But is there fun to be had? Yes. Unlike my forearms, I can hardly draw blood from this thing.